This is One-on-One. We are pleased to welcome here on public television and Fios and on digital platforms all across, you know where they find digital places. Hakika Dubose, owner of Power Stretch Studios in Upper Montclair and also Westfield, New Jersey, and in New York City and other locations in the future. How you doing, Kika?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
I disclose all kinds of things on this show, because
Cool.
I have business relationships and other things, but I have to disclose that we have a relationship.
Yes, we do.
Not a romantic one.
No.
Because you have better taste. But we have a stretching relationship, do we not?
Yes, we do.
You don't like to admit that either.
I love to admit it.
Because I'm pretty tight.
You've gotten so flexible.
I am not. A couple years ago, by the way, tell everyone the whole thing. What is it?
So it's Power Stretch Studios. It's an assisted stretching studio. So you lie on a mat and our stretch coaches gently stretch out your entire body for you. So we help take away all of the tension that's been locked and trapped inside of your body. So you lie there limp and we do all of the work for you.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Gentle.
Gentle.
Why do we say gentle?
So we follow the client's natural pattern of breath. That's how we add towards the client's flexibility without pain, and it's a very organic way. So as the client exhales, we add a little bit of a more stretch, and we hold it there. So each time they come in, they get more and more flexible.
But you developed this.
I developed it.
How?
So I was...
Your background. Talk about your background.
Right. I was a trained dancer. I acted and I danced professionally. I started dance late in life when I was 13. So I was obsessed with stretching. I used to roll around on the ground trying to become as flexible as my competition. I did. And so during a slow work period, I started stretching clients inside of a tiny gym in Bloomfield. And they loved it.
New Jersey.
Bloomfield, New Jersey, and they loved it. So I developed the method based on my own routine, how I got flexible. And it started helping others become more flexible.
And you started another studio, then you built and you got bigger, and
yes.
And that's how it happens. And your clientele, describe, other than people who are in broadcasting,
right.
You have a whole range of other folks, such as,
right.
You don't have to name them, but all kinds of
so we
professions.
have 8-year-olds all the way up to our oldest client is 85.
Is that right?
We have professional NFL clients. We have teachers. We have 9-to-5 office workers. Basically, your body creates a cast based on your lifestyle, what you do for a living. And so most people's cast kind of looks like this. So what we do with our program is we help them break free, stretch free, so that they feel like a normal person again. So we have a wide variety of clients.
It's interesting. The first time I ever came into the studio, I remember at the end of it, you were like, wow, because my shoulders were back. You kept telling me about a string on the top of my head. You're like, I'm gonna pull this string, and I
Yes.
felt not just taller, but beyond that, more significantly, totally opened up. Why?
Right, so a lot of the tension and tightness we create ourselves just based on holding unnecessary muscles, slouching. So a good way to completely eradicate that is to imagine a string lifting your head up nice and tall. So as you walk, as you stand, you're just basically dangling from that string. So everything is properly aligned and there is no tension held within the body.
So play this out for a second. It's about 5
Yes.
o'clock in the afternoon. We're taping on a Wednesday. I've been here in this chair since 9 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
Right? So what's my body going through right now? Seriously.
So do you feel tense?
You know I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically like while I'm sitting in this chair, I'm completely relaxed. I'm not holding any muscle groups. So like something that we do is you inhale and then you exhale, but when you exhale, completely let go of the muscles that you're holding. Usually it's your neck, your shoulder, so just let it go. Just let the chair support you. Don't hold yourself up in the chair. That's why we have chairs, because they help support us.
That's why I was trying to get my posture.
Right, so imagine the string lifting your head up nice and tall. The rest of your body is just relaxing into the chair. So you don't want to hold your body in any position. You're kind of just chill, relax. Yeah, there you go.
So I know what it's done for me, and I still have a lot of work to do. And I will tell you, one of the worst things about me is that I can blame it on the schedule, but the reality is I miss too much. And then when I miss a few weeks and I come back, I'm struggling. There's a big payoff in consistency, is there not?
Yes, there is.
What is it?
So most of our clients come once per week, and what that does is it helps keep what we've worked on. If you do miss a week, or even at the end of the week when you start to feel tense again, You usually have one muscle group that's very tight, so we tell you to stretch that muscle group on your own each week. So when you come back, it's not starting from from the beginning. You're still making progress on your own. It's usually just one muscle group that's kind of like restricting your whole body.
One of the things that I find fascinating about you, we've had these conversations. I'm not supposed to be talking to you while we're doing these stretches, but I found out about you. You're not only is your background interesting, but you built a business. You're building a business. You weren't trained to be an entrepreneur.
No.
How'd you learn?
So for the first, when I decided to go into business.
You were in dance and you were acting and like, I think I'm gonna run a business.
So I kind of wanted to create something of my own. So I'm like, well, I'm good at stretching. I know how to do it. I know about the human body. I don't know about business. So what I did, the first year that I actually started, all I did was read books on business, marketing, strategies. And I started in a small office with a real estate agent and a partition. So all I had was a mat and a ball. And so he eventually kicked me out because the business started like growing. But I just educated myself. I read. And I always tell people, if you don't know how to do something, read. That's why, books are there. You can do anything you want. And that's what I try to promote.
And your confidence grows all the time?
Absolutely.
And what's the 5 years from now, what's it going to be?
5 years from now?
Yeah, your operation.
5 years from now, right now we're branching out into different states. So 5 years from now, I hope to have 20 locations rather than 3, yeah.
Wait a minute, hold on. What happens when it creates all that stress in your body? Because you're going to have 5 locations, or 20 locations.
You stretch. I'll book a session with a stretch coach.
You serious?
Relax. Yeah, like I'm really good at relaxing. It's something I've learned over the years. So.
In spite of all the pressure?
Yeah.
You can deal with it?
I can deal with it. Before I go to sleep at night, I completely relax into my bed and I let go of all of my muscles and I'm completely like limp. I didn't know people can't do that. I didn't know it was something that people can't do. But I basically rid my body of tension before I start the day over.
You're also a great mom. Your son is how old?
6.
That guy's a great little guy. I see him all around. KIKA Dubose, owner of Power Stretch Studios in Upper Montclair, New Jersey, Westfield, New York City, and who knows about the future. KIKA, thank you for what you've done for me and countless others. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by the New Jersey Education Association, Wells Fargo, Delta Dental of New Jersey, the Russell Berry Foundation, Felician University, New Jersey Sharing Network, and by Virtua. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.